Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy, a tech review, and today I've got a product from amFilm. This is their elastic skin screen protector for the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So it's not tempered glass. This is going to be a thermoplastic, and it is a glossy type screen protector. So we are going to check out what you get with this. We're going to do an install and show you what my final results are. Now this also comes with camera protectors as well. If you do want to get those, you can get those with the camera protectors, so keep that in mind. We're going to dig into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to show you everything that you get in the box. Now they come with a bunch of different things to help you out here on getting this installed. So we do have a few parts here that I do want to show you. They're listed on the back here. They do give you a squeegee. They do give you an insert for your USB Type-C port to help you line up the screen protector as well. So you've got a bunch of different things in here that I'm going to show you real quickly, and then we'll do an install and you'll see. So this is your alignment tool. This will go into the USB Type-C charge port, and then you can line everything up with that. You do get a squeegee here for applying the screen protector itself and pushing any bubbles that might come up. You also get a mat here as well, this black mat that you'll put your phone down on. And you will get, of course, some wet wipes and some other little things that go with it as well. You can see here we've got both of our screen protectors. They are a 3-part removal system, and I'll do that during the install so that you can see that. And then I got the one with the camera covers as well. You can try those out if you want. I'm not going to really feature those in this particular video, but they do have camera covers that you can put over your camera array to protect those as well. The black mat is really nice here. This is going to keep everything in place while we do the installation. So it's nice that they have this. We're going to set it down here. Keeps it from moving around on your table or your desk or wherever you're going to do your install. Now they do give you an install guide here that we're going to take a quick look at. You can either scan that QR code and there's even a video guide on it as well. But we're going to do it here. You can check it out. It's basically telling you to put it down on the mat. Make sure that you're using the wet wipes on it and the microfiber cloth. Put the tool in the USB Type-C port. Line it up and then squeegee it out. So it should be pretty straightforward here. Let's see what we get in this little pouch here. It should be some wet wipes, a microfiber cloth, and a few other things here for installation. So that's exactly what we get now. We get a microfiber cloth, we get some wet wipes, we get some dust removal stickers, and we'll be using all of these. So let's start out with the wet wipe. I'm going to use everything that they give me. I'm not going to use anything extra to try to get this install done, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the wet wipe here, and we are going to clean the screen. This is going to be your first thing that you're going to want to do, and make sure that you get the screen as clean as possible so that you don't have any trouble with anything underneath the screen protector when you are done. So kind of go over the sides, the little curved edge as well. Now this screen protector is designed to kind of be a millimeter short on either side, so it's going to be case friendly. We'll see how that holds up over time, but they do cut it a little bit short. We're going to clean this off now with the microfiber cloth here, and we're going to try to just make sure that it's dry as possible. And you can go maybe in one direction here, straight down, kind of just making sure that you don't really see anything as far as stray dust particles or anything like that. Now the last step that we're going to want to do to prep this screen is we're going to want to go over it with the dust removal sticker. So we are going to use this dust removal sticker, and we're just going to kind of dab on this if we see any dust particles. Okay, so now that I've got all the dust that I can see off the phone screen, I'm going to use this tool here. I'm going to insert this into the USB Type-C charge port. You want these 3 notches to be facing up towards you, and you just lock it in place right there. And that is how you're going to line the screen protector up to the screen. Okay, so as I said before, this is kind of a 3-part screen protector or installation here. You can see that number 1 is kind of in the middle. So we want to pull that away. That's going to go in the middle of your screen, but what you're going to want to do first is line up those 3 notches here at the end of your the charging end of your phone. So once we get those slotted in, it should line up pretty on par there for where you need it to be. Now I'm going to stand up here for a second because I'm kind of looking down over to make sure that I line up the camera hole by my thumb to make sure that it's in line there. Then I can just put that one portion down, and then we can kind of just run a finger over that to make sure that that is good to go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to peel off number 2, which is to my left, and that's going to be working up towards the top of the phone. And then we're going to use the squeegee here to squeegee out any bubbles that may turn up here. So what we want to do, kind of just make sure that you're good there. And then you're going to pull the tab on number 2, and we are going to squeegee on down. Okay, so now that we've got the top half done, we are going to do the bottom half, which is number 3. So I probably should have turned my phone off before I did this, but that's okay. We're going to lift this up. It says this side is up, and we're going to lift that up there. And there is no setup here for number 3. You just kind of have to bend it and kind of go and follow behind it with the squeegee. So that works out pretty easy. Now we're just going to squeegee down, removing any bubbles we find on our way down. Going over the whole thing, the last thing you have to do is this top layer, and that should be good to go. Now it left behind this little piece of plastic. I'm not exactly sure what this little piece of plastic is from. It may have just been from where the an extra piece of plastic that came off, but it squeegees or comes right off there, no problem. Just an extra part of the top film there. So then we're just going to go over it with the squeegee, make sure you get the sides done really well. But overall it looks pretty good. It don't really have any bubbles in this to speak of, maybe a small one in the top corner. The camera is lined up and ready to go. So overall this was a pretty successful install. Now I'm going over these little corners here just to make sure, because it is slightly curved on both sides. I just want to make sure that it's stuck down on the sides. Okay, so now there it is all installed. You can see that it does attract a few fingerprints, but it works with my fingerprint reader. Now I did go back in and re-register my thumb again, because they recommend that you do that after you put the screen protector on. Looks good. It is about 1 millimeter short all the way around, making this case friendly. You can kind of see at the bottom there, it does come up a little bit short, which is okay, and it doesn't cover the front camera, which is fine with me. So overall, this was a pretty easy install to get done, and it only took me about 15 minutes to do the entire install. Looks pretty good as far as clarity goes. I might have to work out maybe 1 or 2 minor little bubbles. Now the cool thing on this is that if it does get scratched up, you have kind of a self-healing technology built into this, so if you get light scratches on it, they will buff out over time, is what amFilm is saying. So that's pretty cool as well. I guess the last thing I want to test, of course, is the S Pen, and the S Pen works just fine with this screen protector. Feels good to write on this, no problems whatsoever. Doesn't leave marks on the screen protector for S Pen use, so S Pen users that are heavy into the S Pen will be fine with this screen protector. Now, this screen protector was easy to install. It isn't tempered glass, but you're not going to have to cure any glue or put more of a solid solution down. You can remove this if it does get damaged and reapply another one. So it really just depends on if you're into tempered glass and using UV light to cure stuff down to your screen, more of permanent type solution or not. So far, this one is very nice from amFilm, and we're going to see how it holds up over time. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.